Welcome to Rising Forward with your coach, Terry. And I was just looking at the scripture in my U Bible today on my phone, which for some reason I can't get to right now. But um uh-oh. Uh-oh. Anyway, today's video is going to be a little different. I don't really have anything that I planned to say, and I don't know how to do two things at once. So hold on one second. Um Oh, here we go. It's it's Psalm 133, 1. How good and pleasant it is when God's people live together in unity, right? And I kind of wanted to talk about that today. What living together in unity looks like, we all know. But what I wanted to talk about is how those of us who have been pushed out of the workforce can still bring people together in unity. And one of the ways that I think that we should do that is to be able to tell our stories. Now, when we were pushed out of the workforce, we were pushed out of positions that were actually helping people, whether it was giving them, warnings about impending disasters that were happening, earthquakes, storms, tornadoes, whatever. It was making sure that our food is safe to eat, making sure that our environment is safe for us to grow and our children to grow up in. There is honor in public service. And Black women, we have from time immemorial, we have always looked out for the communities that surround us, the communities that we're in. And so a lot of our work was that type of work. And people are impacted. When that work is gone, communities will be impacted. And I know from experience in dealing with this for the last year is a lot of Black women right now who were pushed out of the workforce do not have support systems, or they have people around them, but they don't understand exactly how we're feeling. It's, oh, get another job. Where? How? With who? Yes, local, state, and county governments are really trying to, you know, absorb some of the federal government employees. Uh, but the job market is dismal right now. And so today I didn't have anything planned. I just wanted to come on, number one, to show some love, let you know that you're not alone. But I also wanted to just talk about what it looks like when Black women do what Black women do, right? Which is take care of everybody else but themselves, which we're not going to do that. We're not going to do just that. We're also going to focus on self-care and taking care of each other. But I want to encourage women who don't have support systems to reach out to others who are in the same boat. And you can join a woman's organization to do that. There are plenty, and I keep putting them in the descriptions of my videos because I know how important that is. It is important to surround yourself with people who will support you, because the honest truth is that even family and friends will not come around and support you. They're going on about their business. They've got their own problems, own situations, and you're an afterthought. But you're not an afterthought with women who are just like you, pushed out of the workforce, not knowing how you're going to pay your bills, not knowing when someone will call you for an interview. I wish that some industrious person would collect 30-second videos of every Black woman who was pushed out of the workforce so that people can see the impact of having all of those women gone from public service will affect how that impact will affect everyone negatively, you know, or our having someone do a 30-second video of just, your skills or what you did, kind of like a little mini interviews. Anyway, I was just thinking off the top of my head, but I really hope that someone does that because I know someone did that for the 92% of Black women who voted for Madam Vice President, right, in 2024. Someone did do that with the 92%. And it's going to be powerful once it actually gets out there into the world. I don't think a lot of people have seen it yet. But yeah, I just keep thinking, what can I tell these women? What can I tell these women who are just like me? Well, if it were me and I was watching me, I would say, thank you for telling me how important the work that I was doing for the federal government was, how it does have an impact on people. And now that those careers and positions are gone, it's really going to have a negative impact on our country, how we eat, how we breathe, how we move around in this world. There will be impacts. People may not see them now, but they will see them. If it were me watching me, I would say, tell me what I need to do next. Tell me how I'm going to get another job. Tell me how I'm going to pay these bills. I can't do that. But what I can do is say, you are free to do something that will have a positive impact on your community or our country. We are industrious. We are ambitious. But more importantly, we understand community. We understand what it means to be unified. We understand what it means to help people. We understand what it means that the work that we were doing had an amazing impact on people, whether they saw it or not, whether we were on the front lines or behind the scenes. And right now, the world, our country, our communities still needs those efforts. So, in the last video, I had said, create a simple website and tell people what you do, get it out there. The last video, I said, um, or maybe I didn't say it and should have said it. In the world of everybody creating podcasts, you should get a podcast, gather some women, have a little conversation, talk like sofa talk or whatever, kitchen talk, whatever, and get out there and talk to people about what you did, why you did it, and what do you think this country needs? Because we still need to hear your voices, we still need your skills, we still need your talents. you know, and we still need to do it together. And so, like I said, I have put in all of my descriptions, resources for podcasts that we should be listening to, women's groups around the country that we should be joining. But we also need that intimate sister circle. So gather your friends, your sisters, your former colleagues who had to leave just like you did. Gather them up, form a sister circle, and put it out there so that those who don't have that, those who don't have a sister circle, those who don't have supportive family, those who don't have supportive friends, have a place to go, you know, to hear the stories of women who are just like them, to see that other people may also be struggling. It isn't just you. To have hope that the struggle is temporary, you know? Um, to be encouraged to do something impossible, to be encouraged to take all of what we are made of, all that, the stuff that we are made of, the stuff that our ancestors put into us, and use it to change this country for the good. You know, it's okay to be angry. It's okay to be upset. It's okay to look around at your house and wondering if you're still going to have it in a couple of months. It's okay to do all that. We're human, for goodness sakes. Um, but we also need to make sure that we are thinking outside the box because that's really what it's going to take. And how many stories have we heard, you know, from people like, I just had $7 and I turned it into you know, a great business, or I was able to help my community, you know, children, with after school programs. Just like there's always something because we are something, right? We are something else. I don't think a lot of people understand just how much what we do, what we did, and what we're going to do has made their lives better. So I really didn't have a topic today. I'm kind of sick of topics. I'm kind of sick of, you know, I don't know. I think I'm just sick of everything. And I said, so I think that this was the day that I was like, I'm feeling some kind of way. Part of me feels hopeful. Part of me is still a little pissed off. And part of me wonders what y'all are doing, you know, at 10 o'clock at night when the kids are asleep, or if you live alone, you know, what are you doing right before you go to bed? What are you thinking about? Are you hopeful? Do you feel defeated? And if you feel defeated, are you reaching out to someone? Is there anybody in your life who understands what you're going through and can help fill that cup back up? And if not, how are you coping? Because my wish is that we would all get together and kick some butt, in any old kind of way, whatever way you take that. But really, I just want who those of us who know what it feels like, I want us to get together. Can't nobody stop us when we're together, child. They be trying and they be failing. But so that's what I'm hoping. Anyway, I will have episodes on. This was kind of like a not a check-in, but I just wanted to let you all ladies know that I am thinking about all of us all the time. I have never stopped. I keep trying to figure out some grand plan, that will get us all on a in a space where we're not worried about trying to find a job, or we're not worried about what our new businesses will look like, because we are so we're so excellent that all you have to do is build it and they'll come. I know that for sure. But it's the emotional support that matters. Um, because it's the emotional support that is the difference between not seeing that little light at the end of the tunnel and seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. Now, I, along with two colleagues, sisters, fellow coaches, fellow, federal employees, former and present, current, we have another podcast. It's called Real Talk Coaching. I usually do not cross over. Um, but we just had a recap of the 8 episodes that we had already done last year. And a lot of the reason that that even came about is because of what was going on. And we do have topics that we talk about, and although we did not plan it, the 8 episodes that we put out are all connected. We talk about what our values are. We talk about fear, living authentically. But it's the fear one that I kind of want to touch base on. Um, because fear can be paralyzing, but it doesn't have to be. You know, we can use this time of being scared as an opportunity to do something that we didn't think that we would do ever. I was challenged to find something impossible to do. And like I said in the last video, I thought it was this because I am a behind the scenes person. I don't even have a lot of people on my Facebook. I have 52 people, and they're just family and friends. This is not what I ever thought that I would do. And I don't even know if it's helping, but I said I was going to keep doing it. I said I was committed. And that just goes to show you that even though you may be afraid, you still have to do something. You can't let fear paralyze you. You can't even let fear of losing your home paralyze you. You can't let fear of not having money coming in paralyze you. You can't. Um, it's okay to think about what's the worst case scenario. But then we all have to keep moving forward, keep rising forward, actually. We all have to say, well, what can I do? What can I do right now? Who can I call right now? Who can help me right now? What do I need to pray about right now? What do I need to be specific about right now? You have to keep moving or you become stagnant. And I know that full well because that has happened to me before. And I didn't think that I would be here again, but here we are. But what I'm not going to do is allow fear to paralyze me because I know that nothing good comes from that. And that is why you have to have sisters around you who will push you or who will hold you, who will call you and be like, are you okay? I feel like you're not okay. You know, let me come over and let's have a glass of wine and just have a chat or whatever, or a cup of coffee or whatever your thing is. Um, so yeah, like I said, I didn't really have an episode or a main topic. There are just things that have been on my mind. I've been thinking about us all in the direction of this country and what we will do to progress and be successful. We don't fail. We do not fail at progressing, you know, or progress or, you know, um, getting things done or improving our country. We don't, and we won't now. But the immediate concern right now is making sure that we have what we need in order to pay our bills, in order to, you know, think about what we want to do next. I don't know. I keep watching I keep watching podcasts that encourage us to think about our next steps. And I kind of feel like there's something missing in those things. And I think what it is allowing people to acknowledge, allowing these women, these beautiful Black women, to acknowledge that things are really hard right now. And it's a lot easier said than done. And that emotional support is required right now. So that's what I'm here for. You can always reach out to me. I always put my email in the description. Again, there are lots of women communities, women organizations that you can reach out to as well, and those will be in the description too. I just wanted I just wanted to offer a little bit of hope and, a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel. I don't have any answers, you know, but what I do have is love for all of you, and the belief that we are going to get through this and rise to the top. We're going to get back double for our trouble, and we're all going to be more than okay. So, my next episode, I'll actually have a topic to discuss, maybe some resources again. Um, but yeah, right now, I just wanted to connect. So, I am sorry if this is unpolished, but again, I am doing this for the first time. So please, a little grace will be welcomed. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.